But I see here for a lot of you all, you're becoming more comfortable with being different. You're becoming more comfortable with being the one that stands out or the one that knows so much. Okay, so some people might think you know too much, like you have too much wisdom or too much knowledge, but really it's just their own insecurities. They feel intimidated by you for some of y'all. Okay, um,
You know, knowing too much, you know what I'm saying? That remind me, my daddy, you know what I'm saying? Edmund Jesse, you know what I'm saying? My daddy, I call him daddy every now and then. Pops, you know what I'm saying? But I respect him and I love him, you know what I'm saying? He loved me. But then learning from him coming up, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn in reverse polarity, like I'm purging y'all in reverse polarity right now. You know what I'm saying? Welding with y'all, purging, I guess you could say too. But anyway, because you got to purge to weld, you know what I'm saying? Mend shit together. That's all welding is mending shit together, you know what I'm saying? By metal, wet metal, you know what I'm saying? And melting the metal together and making it one metal, you know what I'm saying? One piece of pipe, one piece of equipment, you know what I'm saying? But, learning from my daddy, you know what I'm saying? I had to, be different, you know what I'm saying? At work, you know what I'm saying? I had a fuss with one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? We was fussing one night. I was bragging about how I do, women, you know what I'm saying? And how I react with women. I wasn't saying my girls' names or my wife's names, but I just was bragging, you know what I'm saying? And my buddy, old Clarence, you know what I'm saying? Clarence, I ain't gonna say his last name. He might not want me to say it, but he, said, man, this and that, and start talking noise to me, and he said, them girls ain't shit, this and that, them hoes or something. And I stopped and I got mad. I was like, shit, ho. And I picked the man up all on the intercom, knocked the intercom off the thing, and threatened to fight him and told him we going outside and all that stuff. And God knows I'm not no fighter. You know what I'm saying? I extinguish fires. You know what I'm saying? I put them out. You know what I'm saying? But he made me mad. He called my girl a bitch. So I told him, man, I'm gonna fight you. We gotta go outside. When you come outside, cause he usually eat an orange and a banana or orange, and he usually eat two pieces of fruit at lunchtime. He take a break time before lunch, and he'll eat a fruit and before lunchtime. He always take breaks and eat fruit. So he had an orange and a banana laying there. You know what I'm saying? And God, please forgive me. And Clarence, forgive me too. And I'm sorry, Clarence. That is the way you repent. You feel sorry for what you did. And so I took Clarence on, you know what I'm saying, trying to make him come on outside quicker, you know what I'm saying. I said, well, since you ain't gonna come on outside right now, then, shit, this might make you come outside. And I peeled his orange in his face and then ate it right there in his face, told him, come on, man. And he ain't come outside, but God forgive me for ever embarrassing Clarence. But Clarence, I'm gonna accept the apology when you tell me you sorry for calling my girl a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But then, I'm sorry, man. I forgive you for calling her a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And please forgive me for wanting to fight you. Cause if we'd have had a fight, I wouldn't have been able to, you know, clear this up. You know what I'm saying? The daddy. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have fought you over it. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Kevin had that fight. You know what I'm saying? Over Rhoda, you know what I'm saying? And how you think Rhoda is a character of the Bible when Paul and them came, when Jesus came back and when Peter and them came and Rhoda, you know, went and told them that Peter was at the door and they said, Peter locked up, Peter in jail. And then she said, no, Rhoda said, no, I had a Rhoda in my life. I was dating a Rhoda when I was coming up as a youngster. You know what I'm saying? 15 years old. I think that's when I was dating Rhoda. She had a baby already, so her and Kevin had a baby. That's why I say, man, God forgive me for my old ways, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get in the middle of I used to always say, I didn't want a ready made family. And that meant to me a ready made family was a girl that had a baby already. But then after I had a son, two sons, you know what I'm saying? And then I had marriage problems like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna blame my ex-wives, and I don't want them to blame me, but we had a regular problem, because marriage, we wasn't supposed to get married. So that was the problem. We wasn't supposed to get married because after the resurrection, we wasn't supposed to get married nor given into marriage. So we was all angels, you know what I'm saying, in God, in Christ, hid in Christ, in God. You know what I'm saying? So we was all angels in the resurrection. So we wasn't supposed to be married or given into marriage. You know what I'm saying? So when we came to this life right here, we in the afterlife going down, coming down from 2023 to your birth year, like mine is 1966. You got to take away Adam's age, which is 930. You got to take away Adam's age, my age, which was 930, from your birth year, and that'll be the year that you was in the world. And you can find out your age. I can calculate it for you if you ask. But then you could actually find out your age when Jesus was 33, how old you was when Jesus was 33. Jesus was 33, 1069. And so your birth year minus 930 plus 66, that's 1039. So 1039, you would, I don't know, it's a calculation that I do to get your age from the age what I was when I was 33, the age you was when I was crucified at 33. But God is a good God, man. I'm a good God, you know what I'm saying? But everybody that is God's supposed to be good gods, you know what I'm saying? But I used to always say I didn't want a ready-made family, a woman, a girl that already had kids. But then when I had to make my decision to choose, I had problems all around me, so I just chose somebody that, I thought I might not have problems with. I'm already having problems in this one. I might as well let it go, let somebody else have that. And then I go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I felt. I'm sorry for feeling that way, but that's the way I felt. And I knew we weren't supposed to be married, so deep down inside, so I allowed Adam to do what he did. And if Uncle Peck was living, Adam wouldn't have got that divorce and wouldn't have never split around. I don't think. And he might have. I don't know, because Uncle Peck, and Mama D and Uncle Peck was the same type of person. If I'd had another woman, Uncle Peck probably wouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? He'd been kind of upset because he did love all my Mama D and Uncle Peck loved every woman I had as daughter-in-laws, granddaughter-in-laws. They loved them. They did. Uncle Peck, he was the treasurer for American Legion, so he had to give all the cards, membership cards, to all the American Legion members. So all of them had to be signed by him. So he would have either my ex-wives or my cousins, or my uncle's wife or somebody. He always had them to sign his signature. My cousin Queen and them, all of them got a chance to sign signatures for Uncle Peck in the American Legion to give people their membership cards. You know what I'm saying? But, like I say, when I made my change, I knew I had to go ahead and accept a woman that had kids already, had one kid already. You know what I'm saying? I had kids, so, for me to be accepted by them, to feel deserving of, a woman that didn't have, that had a kid, you know what I'm saying, had one kid accepting my few kids, you know what I'm saying, I had to make a choice, you know what I'm saying, to feel deserving of that. I had to accept hers. So I had to get a ready made family. You know what I'm saying? But then, I knew, you know what I'm saying, you never really need to get somebody else's ex girl. Because exes always tend to hook up. You know what I'm saying? That's something that God always knew. All exes hook back up in the middle of their breakups and stuff like that. And when they run into each other, they got a lot of shit to say and do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get into that, and I don't, consider when I have somebody that's that had somebody before. I don't put them in a category of less than something. I treat them as if they love me, I love them, and if they show me that they cheat or something, I just leave them out there and give them the rope, because I'd rather give you away than try to hold you and try to keep you. You know what I'm saying? I like people to have things. I'd rather the man have you, you know what I'm saying, and love you, and you love that man, and I be out the picture, than me fussing and trying to stop you from loving something. You can't stop love, Harley. You know what I'm saying? If she love Alvin, you can't stop that. Why the fuck you go to the goddamn funeral? That's what I want to know. You know you not the man no more. She was just stealing from you, using you, took you away from your family. You know what I'm saying? You had to reap what you sowed for leaving that woman, where you left her, and getting with her. You had to reap what you sowed. And that's what I was doing, reaping what I sowed. Through the same families, using the same family to make me pay me back for what I did to them. So I'm sorry, world. You know what I'm saying? If I ever messed over anybody or something, it's God. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you to do the same thing. Apologize. That's your testimony. You know what I'm saying? And apologize to the food and the fuel and the houses and the cars and clothes that we wear. You know what I'm saying? Apologize to them for putting price tags on them rich people out there that stole from God and put price tags on our resources and air. Shit. Taxes. Who need to pay taxes?
Yeah, you're definitely a genius of some sort, in some realm or another. All right. For some of y'all, somebody tricks people, or they lie about things, or they lie about how much they know, or how beneficial they are, or they lie about themselves somehow or something. And so they may have expected you to be the same way because they do it. And when they realize that you're not a liar, or you're not deceitful, or you're not being dishonest, you're actually genuine, you're actually true, you're actually legit.
This is a message to Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes. I'm coming down through y'all's time. Y'all not on my time. I'm coming down through y'all's time. Y'all ain't never been 2023. I have. Well, you was 2023, but you ain't never been 2023 twice. Like I have, TDJ. So you ain't never made it up here. This Peck's paradise. It's not Jake's land. Shit, ain't no such thing as no territory in heaven. God on everything. If you're a part of God, you are co-heir. You don't say nothing, no. You sit your ass down. You don't teach nothing up here. You from the earth, TDJ. You a liar. You a devil. You a demon in our eyes up here. The way you treated us down there. Shit.
Actually really know what you know, or you're actually really as intelligent as you actually are. They could have started distancing themselves from you because you're able to see through their lies, and they only like to be around people who are, for some of y'all, this individual only likes to be around people who don't know as much as them. Okay? Because then people don't know when they're lying, or when they're not telling the truth about certain things.
See, Them preachers are nothing but devils. That's the seat where Satan dwelled, the synagogue. They stole the name church from Jesus and put it on there. How you gonna kill a man and shit and think he is God? Please God. It pleased God for y'all to bruise him and shit like that. And then you gonna sit up there and brag on it and shit that you receiving some kind of glory or something. How you gonna receive glory? Jesus ain't have no good word to say about no Creflo Dollar or no TDJ. Y'all killed him and shit. Y'all preach against like man shit. Y'all be lying and shit. Y'all ain't nothing but the devil, judging and accusing people of pleasure in heaven. Y'all got cast out. Y'all lost God. Y'all lost angel. Y'all lost all the things that's holy and spiritual. You're not pure. T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Bill Winston. You're married. This is after the resurrection. Remember? You know what I'm saying? What happened then? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say when. 1986, 1996, 1998, 2000, 2008, 2009, 2015, 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2018, Jakar Jesus came. In 2021, Logan came. 2020, Liam came. 2015, Rowan came. 2017, James came. In 2023, Daddy, 10 is what I'm going to count to you. This little bit. Eternity. Eternity air. Oh, goddamn, Daddy. You gonna have to work on my name. Mama and them, they don't know what eternity stand for, Daddy. And that's me coming to say hi to you, Rachel Futon. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? It's a little bit in heaven. In my mama womb, but I'm in heaven though. My mama in heaven, hid in her daddy, which is God, with you and the rest of the children of God. You know what I'm saying?
For some of y'all, this individual, like, they really thought that you weren't. They thought you were like the average individual or like others, and they're realizing you're far from that. Like, you're way different.
They didn't know I was God. You know what I'm saying? They thought I was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
See, for some of y'all, the game of this person is they make money off of deceiving people, and they don't want you to mess up. This is crazy.
They don't want God to tell
by
the truth.
You just being you, okay? By you,
like you say, like me just being me, walking up in the Church of Christ and listening to them talk about how God hate instruments and baptism is the day you say you want to be baptized, not the fourth Sunday, and they argue about communion and tithing offerings. They say is a sin. You know what I'm saying? Tithing offerings is a sin if you pay. I mean, tithing offerings is a sin to Church of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Church of Christ say tithing offerings is a sin, so you just give as you can, you know, what you can afford. They don't expect you to give your rent money and stuff, so they try to be nice about it, but they still want you to pay tithe and offering. And then Baptist people, you know, that they talk about and say it's a sin for tithe to be taken. Baptists take tithe, which is the real sin. You know what I'm saying? Both of them taking tithe and offerings is a sin, because God said, you know, Jesus said, go sell all you have and give it to the poor, then come follow me. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with money in heaven. We don't buy and sell. That's the mark of the beast. And then, you know, we taught that. And then, you know, You know, the mark of the beast is that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and God Himself said through Malachi. You know what I'm saying? Uh, bring you all the tithe into the storehouse. I love that smile on your face right now, letting me know that's God right now laughing at it. The expression on your face right now is like God laughing. You know what I'm saying? At what they trying to come at us with, and me enlightening you, and you just let me know how I really feel about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Cause God ain't never said that He enjoyed bruising Jesus. It pleased Him to bruise Him. For every stripe we are healed. Man, come on, man. And made money off that shit. That what make me mad. They dogged me out and then made money off the shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, girl. Tell me the truth.
Telling the truth or being honest or speaking about certain topics or things of that nature, it may make people realize that this person is deceiving them.
I told her to tell me the truth.
Or lying to them, and they don't want you to
Daddy, you good. You
mess
good.
up some kind of
she good too.
Scam or scheme or something that they got going on here, y'all.
This is the way church supposed to be. We talk to each other in our mind, not on no phone or no internet.
So if this person ghosted you out of nowhere, that's why. Okay?
Yeah. Cause I ain't getting nobody phone service when the real shit hit the fan. If y'all ain't straight,
you see that they're like.
Phone service gonna have to come to God. This is my motherfucking mind y'all playing with.
This is real crazy.
I know it's crazy.
For others of you, you've been doing very well in your life. Okay? If it don't apply to you, it don't apply to you. All right? Some of you all, you have been doing very, very, very well in your life. You've been making a lot of money, or you're about to start making
because I ain't never made this money.
One of the reasons why is
I made well in money, but I ain't never made movie
or
star
something
money.
that you're very beneficial to people, and people are starting to realize this. Okay?
I said to myself, I made welding money, but I ain't never made movie star money. Then God told me in my mind, Adam, you made a lot of movie star money when you worked for Dow. You made movie star money. That's why they a star company, because of OSHA made them a star company, because OSHA is Nisha, Daddy. OSHA, your amnesia is Nisha, Daddy. So, that's your OSHA. Amnesia, that's Nisha. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mama, daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you are in the right place at the right time. Your own time. Daytime ain't your time. Your time, AM. Daytime, PM. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime, yo-m. Daytime, day-m. You know what I'm saying? Like AM, but day-m. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, sweetheart, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I love everybody. We gon' do it right, because it ain't never been done wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what we done, we done. We sorry for it. We repent. And we apologize. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad.
Starting to want to profit off of that, or you bring them some sort of value or something. For some of y'all, some people may have being a little bit nervous about you. They didn't know if they should invest in you or go or support you or deal with you or something, but they're realizing you're the truth. They're realizing you're honest. You're a trustworthy person, okay? And because of this, you're going to start to make a large amount of money somehow off something you're doing. For some of y'all, it's a genius idea that you have come up with, okay? If that don't resonate with you, it's not for you, all right? Some of y'all, you have come up with something that is very genius, whether you realize it's genius or not. And it's going to make you.
Philip 66, I made a whole bunch of movie money for their ass, too. You know what I'm saying? Like John say, what happened with you and your brother-in-law? What happened with the fight between you and your brother-in-law? You know what I'm saying? Talking about Me and Ryan, when me and Ryan had to fight a long time ago. That was just a little bedroom fight. We just had a little fight, rolled around, tried not to hit each other because we loved each other. Brother-in-laws loved each other. We wasn't enemies. You know what I'm saying? So, John, to you, that wasn't a devil thing, motherfucker. That was a loving thing. That was God trying not to fight because he was hurt, and the brother trying to take up his sister because he was hurt. And so that was just a loving fight. It's Neil, the referee, the father-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all this shit. Just when you came back through, Adam, we knew you was coming. I felt you falling down. I said, Adam falling down. This pig. I called Neil up. I said, Neil. And Nita was at the house. I said, Nita, did you feel Adam coming down? And she said, yeah. Then she made a phone call, called her, and they said, what? He what? And then shit. 1986, that motherfucker was in the army. And then goddamn Robert Franklin gonna come to the school and see me. Oh man, gave up my position. That's how they found me. And then Robert was crying because Robert told him that he seen Pick. You know what I'm saying? He seen Pick. That was 85.
A lot of money. A lot of money. I'm talking like a lot.
I ain't never made it, baby. They all kept it. John,
you may not be able to see this right now. You may not realize.
I know. I don't realize how much
something
it is
that you have created.
Genius is just telling the truth, baby. Shit.
You're being told to remember that you can't make everyone happy. Okay? Focus on those who want what it is that you have to offer. Who find what it is that you have to offer valuable. And by doing so, that is where you're going to be able to get into that flow that's going to start to attract large amounts of money to yourself. Okay? For some of y'all, that's something that you could have done recently. Again, you could have stopped trying to make everybody happy. And by doing that, you figured out some genius way to improve your life somehow, or this has improved your life, okay? Or something along those lines, y'all. This is interesting. Okay? This is interesting. Yeah, something you have put together or have done is very, very, very genius. It's genius, y'all. You don't think it's as amazing as it...
You know, I'm going to tell you something. You know what I'm saying? This is Mr. Gerald Ushery, Adam's welding instructor, that taught Adam to be a welding instructor, not a welder. I didn't teach Adam to be a welder. I knew Adam was God. I gave Adam a boat and everything else. Adam built engine stands, Adam built weight benches, and all the stuff Adam built and helped the other guys in the other students build, got first place. You know what I'm saying? Adam was the best welder I had come through. You know what I'm saying? And when Adam started, see, when Mr. Ushery taught me, he taught us, this me, Mr. Ushery, I ain't mean to cut you off, but this Adam, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Adam, this is Mr. Ushery. You know, when Mr. Ushery taught us, he taught us with 60-10, straight polarity, with the first pad, the first piece of metal. And we had this like 6x6, you know what I'm saying, a 4x4 or 5x5 piece of metal. And you run beads on it, you know, and you have to try to make the beads the same size and look good all the way to the end. And that's what I like. That's what fascinated me about welding, is how you put the beads together and form the metal, you know, put them together and melt it together and make it look good, like a quarter of an inch, you know, up and down, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you teaching it, that's what's fun about it, seeing how students can make it look like you telling them to make it look, without you doing it, they doing it. That's how I teach in 30 minutes. I taught my Aunt Margie how to weld in 30 minutes. And I taught my ex-wife Nita how to weld in 30 minutes. And she built the barbecue pit. You know what I'm saying? Herself. So, and the fitting she did herself. So she had to learn the pipe fitting from somebody, not else, because she wasn't cheating on me. But she had to learn it from somewhere. She was married to the welder that was the pipe fitter welder before he came down through the air. You know what I'm saying? So she already knew how to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? She went to work with him and did everything with him because she was Eve from the Garden of Eden. That's what her last name was, Eden. So, I'm in the right place, in the right vicinity. I might not be in the time y'all want me to be in because some of y'all still mad at me about some of the shit I did. I'm sorry for, you know what I'm saying? And I apologize, this God. But I'm coming down, man. Shit. I done passed up 86, man. Shit, 96, we through with that. We through with 2000. Nisha is 23 years old. We are in 2023 now, the year zero. 2017 was zero, but you had to make me add some numbers. You know what I'm saying? Come on up to 223. I ain't going to 244 all the way. I'm going to it. But then, shit, we're going to be peaceful. It's going to be peaceful, and we're going to be having freely in heaven on the way goddamn to 2024. Shit, we sliding down to zero. Goddamn, we're going to meet new women, new men. Shit, everybody going to be happy. Shit.
It really is. And if you're worried, if you have put this thing to the side, you're going to know what I'm talking about. You need to pick it back up and invest in it. Okay? Don't mess your life up now. Don't get yourself in extreme debt and all kinds of stuff like that. Okay? But you need to continue to invest in this thing. Whatever this is. It's genius. Okay? Whether you created it, whether you just found out about it, something. Alright? And for some of y'all, if it's somebody,
I do have expenses. I'm talking to the government right now. I'm talking to you, Biden. Adam do have expenses being God. I just had to spend money on gas. In a few minutes, I'm going to have to spend money on gas because I ain't got but 6 miles. And then I'm going to have to go to this gas pump and get gas. And in the morning, I'm going to have to go all the way to Dallas and use that gas that I used. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to have to need some more. You know what I'm saying? But then I just went in the store and my expenses was a soda, a Dr. Pepper, and a brisket sandwich, a chopped beef sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue. And I had chips already, so I didn't have to spend no money on that. But that was $10 and some change for the sandwich. It was $6, I guess. And then, no, it was damn near $10. Because I ain't paid but $1 for the goddamn drink. You mean to tell me that goddamn sandwich cost $9? Bucky's, you'll never get me to buy another motherfucking sandwich from you again. That was a $9 sandwich. That motherfucker charged me more than $10. And all I had was a sandwich and the soda. $10? Man, somebody need to be up here picketing with picket signs on the barbecue sandwich and a soda water. God damn.
something that you have created or are working on, you're being told don't focus too much on making everybody happy. Focus on making those happy who it's made for. Okay?
That's who happy. Bucky's gonna be mad as hell when they hear that
but
shit.
But also, more so focus on if it makes you happy.
And then got
because
mad
it's something
I
about
slept in the parking
it
lot.
making you
They
happy.
put me out the parking lot like
it's
the
gonna
churches
make others
did.
happy.
Bucky's, y'all. Bucky's now,
Okay?
y'all.
You don't want to get too lost in.
Y'all's famous Bucky's put God out the goddamn parking lot last month, y'all. Told me I couldn't sleep in the parking lot no more. This God. And they charging all this high ass food. $10 for a goddamn brisket sandwich and a soda. That's a goddamn shame, man. So what we need buckets for, man? That's a den of thieves, just like what we need these goddamn churches. And then TD just got the nerve to say the people with the $10 put in the $10 and the $20 didn't really give him nothing, didn't help him build his church. The only people who help him build his church is the people who paid $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. Now, how you gonna slap the people who put 20 and 5 in every Sunday in the face? You know what I'm saying? With your goddamn partners who put 60,000 and 20,000. You don't count partners. You count your friends and brothers that helped like you did. But you sitting up there counting the partners who made you rich, the gods of your goddamn life. Come on, man. See, people like that gonna be mad about this. Like TDJ and them lying about God, talking about God. It made God feel good to punish Jesus or kill his son and all that. Man, you don't get no child no snake. You don't get no brother no snake. You don't get no sister, no cousin, no nothing like that. Nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why I divided y'all, because y'all was treating each other bad. I divided y'all. Now you ought to come back together in love and say, man, I'm sorry. Instead of goddamn apologize. Instead of sitting up there saying, well, you did this. It was because of the Adam and Eve. Because of them, they sinned and it was the fall. Man, shut your ass up and mind your own goddamn business and live the rest of your life and receive eternal life and be peaceful and give people some goddamn peace and love people instead of hating them.
Then making it about everybody else. Because then you won't be as happy about it as you need to be unless it makes you happy too, right?
Yeah,
that you need it to be to attract this large amount of money, this profit from it.
No, I ain't trying to attract the money. The money, I ain't worried about the money. I'm worried about these people giving everything free away in heaven. Not no $10 for no soda water and no barbecue sandwich. We ought to be able to come to the store and get something free. And we shouldn't have to rush in here like cattle to do it. We ought to be able to just like we get a craving for a soda or a sandwich or something, and then we come up here and go in that store like now. You know, ain't no crowd going in the store right now just because everything became free today. That's the way I see it. Like a Black Friday, everybody fighting and being the first ones in line because the first day God making everything free. No, everything been free. I paid for everything a long time ago. They lied on me, and that's the goddamn truth, and they know it. So TDJ, man, I don't need you. Shit. Got my own shit.
And you're being told that it's okay to be different. You being different is how you're going to stand out. Okay? That it's different than average or others. Make it different. But not so different that
No, I ain't gonna do
that people don't find no value in it, you know.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
That's for some of y'all. Look, somebody needed that message, okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know.
Somebody needed that message.
Somebody needed
Yeah.
that message.
So you have this powerful ability, all right? You have a very powerful ability to, you're a genius, man. You are. So whoever's watching this reading, most likely you are a genius. And you may not don't even realize how genius, what it is you do or how you think actually really truly is. Okay?
Yeah, I do. It's just like God.
You have the ability to,
It's just like you, baby. I swear to God, you got the same thinking as me. You God. God is a giver. God is the thinker of giving. Yeah, we had to think about making money at one time, but we don't think about making money now. We're thinking about how we can get this stuff away free and free our souls that's in them stores. Our souls are the products they sell. Get our soul from slavery and let us just give our life away to the life that keeps us alive. Eternal life is a life, a person. That's me, God. And that's you, God, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
help people see deeper into situations or to help people, like you make people's lives easier, or you have this thing, man, that it's something about the way you think or the way you see things. You're very beneficial to a lot of people, right? It's almost like, I'll give this an example, okay? This could be what it is, but this is just an example, okay? It's like this. Let's say you're a crime scene investigator, okay? And there's other crime scene investigators that you work with, all right? You have a genius ability to see things in that crime scene that other people cannot see, okay? And because of this, you have a higher probability of solving crimes.
Okay, but now listen, I'm not no crooked cop, but I don't have to lie for the cops that I work with, because I don't work with crooked cops. You know what I'm saying? I'm God, and the guards I work with are not crooked. You know what I'm saying? We don't mess over our children. We don't. When we send somebody somewhere, oh man, we're gonna send so and so. Send the son, man. Shit, I know they gonna reverence him. And then next thing you know, they talking about that's the son, that's the heir. Let us kill him and steal his inheritance, and then bragging on it, calling it the gospel and shit. Didn't think God was come back down to zero, did you? Shit, it's 2023, man. Shit, it's way up in the sky. Because we down here to zero now, starting over, going down. Shit.
That's an example of how what I'm saying plays out. Like the way that you have this gift or this ability to see things or to understand things other people can't understand, or to know things other people can't know. You may have some sort of kind of like special talent or ability of knowing. This came up in one of my other readings, y'all.
This is something you cannot give $1. I don't give a damn if that's a name that your mom and daddy grew up with and gave you, you was born with. I don't give a damn. This is a spiritual fit, and God is a spiritual thing that you can't give $1 or a dime or a nickel or a penny. Even a penny, you can't give it to a penny, because a penny ain't supposed to be a penny. He ain't supposed to be poor. He ain't supposed to have 1 cent. He's supposed to be given everything by God. Yeah, a penny even wrong. You know what I'm saying? A penny sin against God for having 1 cent when God gave him everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Very briefly. So this is more on that.
Ooh, my girl good. My girl good. That's my daughter right there, Daddy. That's my daughter. That's one of them.
Some of y'all have this ability to know things, and you don't know how you know these things. You just know these things.
You know the Bible say when they deliver you to the judge, don't think what you gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Let God say what you gonna say. Because God already said what you was going to say before you said it, and they already heard it before you said it, and it's going to be a surprise to them that you're going to say what you say, and they going to say, how did he know that? You know what I'm saying?
And when you tap into that, you can make a lot of money from that. Or if you make products or something, y'all.
You know, see, people like me and you used to work for the preachers. You know what I'm saying? And when I stopped it in the Bible, I stopped it. Then they got mad at me because she was making a whole lot of money for them. And they got mad at me for stopping her from doing what she do for them. And she was seeing for them, and then God stopped it. And then they was mad because she was making a whole bunch of money for them. Go to that. Google a woman that made a lot of money for the Pharisees and stuff like that. That Jesus, stopped and they got mad at.
Or if you help others, if you have some sort of service with that, it's going to be so prosperous, y'all. So prosperous. And like I said, it could go like, for instance, you're a crime scene investigator and you have other crime scene investigators and you're just the one that's able to see stuff that other people can't see. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
maybe you
You
have
do
some
too,
sort of
though. Because you tell
what is
me
that
what to
called?
look at.
Um,
See, you see what people don't see too because you telling me what to look at. I'm going off your dream and telling you what your dream was, and that's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The prosper come from God. You know what I'm saying? Freeing everything and putting freedom as Adam. You know what I'm saying? Led him to freedom. You know what I'm saying?
photographic memory. Okay, so you're able to retain a lot more information than the average person. That's very beneficial for people in certain realms or areas of existence, right? Um, maybe you just have this genius way of working with people, of understanding what people are going through and knowing how to help them. Just something about you. It's very genius.
You know, when I was making music a long time ago, 2001, 2002, 2003, and, God showed me while I was making that music, you know what I'm saying, that, I knew things that I just knew things. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you just said, because it was something I thought about when you said it.
I said it could go like, for instance, you're a crime scene investigator and you have other crime scene investigators and you're just the one that's able to see stuff that other people can't see. You know, um, maybe you have some sort of what is that called? Um, photographic memory. Okay, so you're able to retain a lot more information than the average person. That's very beneficial for people in certain realms or areas of existence, right? Um, maybe.
Yeah, when you said that, I thought about is when you said it's very beneficial in different areas. Everybody know me this God. That's why sagging was sagging when it used to be sagging. Because it was one time I used to sag as another person in another life in another town. You know what I'm saying? In another time zone. When we was all about love. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, these crime scene investigators I got are all angels. God's just like me. And we all over in everybody, but everybody got some of the devil in them too. You know what I'm saying? But we are in control. We run them out when we get ready. They just afraid of when. They don't know when. But the devil gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lock him up no more. No, I'm gonna stop breathing for him and we're gonna forget about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna stop bringing up his name, Satan, demons, devils, whatever evil. We're not gonna use those names. That's gonna be like cussing the spirit, cussing in the spirit, not cursing in the spirit, but cussing in the spirit. Is saying the name of evil, demons, devil, or Satan. Respect the names, because we had some good people that had to suffer being sacrificed by him. So, you know, please respect the name. A lot of good people lost their lives, lost their dignity, lost their, you know, was ashamed because of him. So, a lot of people was made poor, a lot of people made prostitutes, a lot of people made a lot of things. Like I had a prostitute girlfriend one time. I didn't even think twice when she asked me my name and asked me was I a soldier, and I told her yeah, and we talked for a little while. I asked her what she did, and she started crying. You know what I'm saying? I said, what you crying for? She said, because I work across the street at the red light district. You know what I'm saying? It was a high red light district is like high class prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? She said, I really don't. She said, but I don't have a pimp. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't in love with nobody, what she was trying to tell me. She said she don't have a pimp. She needed a pimp. She needed a man to love her. You know what I'm saying? That's the way she felt about it. She needed somebody to love her and to be there for her, to be that guard for her and protect her while she, worked. You know what I'm saying? And I was cool. I was like, oh man, shit, you a prostitute? Oh, girl, she's that. A lot of people do a lot of things. That ain't nothing bad with that. Ain't nothing bad with that. And she explained to me they got a green card. They get tested every 2 weeks and stuff. And I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? And I was her pimp for about a month or two. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I stayed in, had an oyster bathtub. I laid in and bathed in. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice bed I slept in, you know what I'm saying? But when I went to work with my army, she did her job. She only worked when I wasn't working. I mean, when I was working. She worked when I worked. She was flexible time. She didn't have to work. She didn't have no pimp. I was a pimp. I was at work. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I had a lot of cool memories by myself. And then the club name was Memories. You know what I'm saying? Memories was the club, you know what I'm saying, that we went to, you know what I'm saying? Memories, club memories.
You just have this genius way of working with people, of understanding what people are going through and knowing how to help them. Just something about you. It's very genius.
You know what I was going to say was when I made my music, that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? When I made my music, it was, God dog, girl, you tell me stuff that I knew.
Maybe you have some sort of what is that called? Photographic memory. Okay, so you're able to retain a lot more information than the average person. That's very beneficial for people in certain realms or areas of existence, right? Maybe you just have this genius way of working with people, of understanding what people are going through and knowing how to help them. Just
no, like when I was making my music, I said in one of my songs, you gotta know a drug habit to be able to work with somebody who been on drugs. You gotta know a drug habit. I said that as God, but I said it through Adam, and Adam wasn't on drugs. So I had to make a way for Adam to get on drugs. So I had to put it in just normal, regular stores. I had to put marijuana in normal, regular stores and call it legal. Man-made marijuana. That's the only way I could get Adam to smoke it, was to tell him it was legal and it couldn't be caught up on no piss test. So Adam tried it. Oh, it made him say, I love God, I love God, I love God. Throw the shit away. The first time, he threw the whole pack away because he got scared. But then I picked it back up and started teaching Adam a little bit at a time how to talk on a recorder, and just talk on that recorder and let me tell the world what I'm going to do for him. And that's the way we started. We was in private, doing it underground, because wasn't nobody supposed to hear. You had to be sneaking in. You had to be stealing content from me. You know what I'm saying, back then. But it was open to the public, you know what I'm saying, because it was open to the mind of God. Whoever had the mind of God received revelation from God from 96 or 91. Shit, we've been in these movies ever since Zero, motherfuckers. Shit, it's 2023. This is Zero again, motherfucker. Shit, this when we meet up again, like 2044. We all meet up again, talking shit. But if some people start cutting up and make this a den of thieves again, which they can't, because ain't nobody gonna go back and go against God no more and mess over a son after he say, I know y'all gonna reverence my son. But we ain't talking about reverencing nobody, man. Just learning from him, being wise like him. The miracles, you know what I'm saying? Being able to heal people and give to people and receive, everything free from God. Like the trees and the grass and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just love, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been living the way we've been living all this time, 2020 some years of war and all that, and we still living. Now, how we gonna live if we all love each other and find that one love that we can hang around with and laugh with and lay on and make love to and just have for eternity, man? Just think about that.
something about you is very genius. Okay? this other individual that's being deceitful, okay, it's like by your existence, your very existence or way of doing things or being or seeing or whatever, it just shows that somebody else is dishonest and deceitful, okay, about what it is that they know or what they're doing or how they're doing something, okay. And that's why they're bothered, because they're nervous you're gonna somehow affect the amount of money that they make, or they're nervous because you're about to start making a lot of money, and they're worried about you being so prosperous that it may make others not see them as valuable.
That's the to be honest with you, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make people think that they not valuable. It's not valuable to kill, steal, or destroy. You know what I'm saying? It's not valuable to think in your mind that Jesus had to be killed for your sins. That's not a godly thing to think of. That's why we in heaven, man. You know, y'all think of sin like, y'all put that in existence. You can't do this, you can't do that. We ain't got no damn 660 something laws. This Moses. We ain't got no 660 something laws. You go count them motherfuckers. Creflo Dollar. If you got 666 something laws, I'll kiss your ass, Creflo Dollar, if we got 660 something laws. We ain't got no damn law. Nothing but love God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. And I told y'all that was the only commandments we had to live by. This Jesus. Shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. Creflo Dollar and TDJ and them, man, that's just a big old scam they've been doing for 2023 goddamn years.
Yeah, you have a lot of potential for greatness, okay? And you need to know this, all right? For some of y'all, this is not for everybody, okay? So don't just, this is for some of y'all. This could have something to do with some kind of contact with some extra dimensional beings or some other beings of some sort. Okay? Somehow those beings could have helped you untap something in your mind. Like, or because of those experiences, this has had an effect on why you see things the way you do, or why.
Like looking behind you, you got a painting right behind you of some kind of monument, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of old monument, tomb or something. I don't know what it is, statue or something. But that'll be something that I'd like to personally, as God, go visit with you. As a friend, you know what I'm saying, a daughter, you know what I'm saying, it don't have to be no wife or nothing, but, shoot, I'm single, you single, but then, we ain't got to think like that. But like I said, I'd like to go with you because you got that on your painting. I'd like to go to that city or that town and go and touch that with you. This God, that's what I want to do. And I think I saw that already happen, like the year 2026 and something like that.
Why? How you know things or something? It's because you don't look at reality the same way as everybody else does. You don't see things the same way that everybody else do, because your mind is very free.
I don't see things being here yet. I see things that have to be spoken and brought into existence. I don't see it yet. I don't see that new coffee maker that make the coffee, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that telephone that I'm using right now to talk to you, you know what I'm saying, through our mind right now, because I ain't on no live or nothing. And you and me just come right after each other and talk to each other. If I say this, you say that. And I love that with you, sweetheart. You my daughter. I know you my daughter. So, I don't have to look at you and call you no Satan. Let's say, no, I don't have to do that. You and me came. I had to get on you in my mind a couple of times, Rachel. I think I might have spoke something negative, not negative, but positive to you and straightened you out maybe once in this time. And everybody don't get fussed at by God. Everybody do get fussed at by God. Everybody get fussed at by God. It's like being the first sergeant and you fuss at somebody every day. Not every day, but you fuss at somebody one day. And then it hurt them so bad they don't even want to speak to you when they pass you up the next time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I was one day. Hey, first sergeant, I spoke to him, but the way I spoke to him, he knew I was, shame of him fussing at me this morning. So he stopped me. He said, Jackson. He said, it sounds just like Uncle Peck and Craze too. He said, Jackson. He said, me fussing at you. When I fuss at you, do you think about that shit all day? I said, yeah, first sergeant, I do. He say, well, Jackson, man, I don't want you to think about that shit all day. Because I fuss at 100 soldiers between the barracks and the PX. All day I fuss at 100 soldiers for doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And when I see you, I don't think about what me and you talked about. I forgot what you did. And that's what he told me. I said, all right, first sergeant, you know what I'm saying? But I always told first sergeant, no excuse. That rank first sergeant is bigger than a general to me. Because he keep us in line for the general. The general the biggest, yeah, he's supposed to have the mind, but he really don't have the mind. The mind is on the first sergeant and the ones that's out there doing the work. Just like the mind of somebody in operations, in plant operations, like making metal or making petroleum or making chemicals, Clorox or something, in them factories and stuff. The one that owned the company ain't the one with the brains. The one that's the engineer, not the one with the brains. I learned that at Dow. The engineer don't know nothing. His job is ergonomics, to make it more available to you, make it more operator friendly, where you could reach the valve or just push the valve on in the control room with a button. You know what I'm saying? That's what his job is. The people who doing the work is the one tell him how it need to go or how it need to be in the future to make it easier for them. So people come to me to tell me what to do, what they got a problem with, and I make it easier for them by being the engineer in mind. But I didn't have to go to college. Yes, I did. I did go to Army school, Dow school, so they wasn't college, but grandfather school. You know what I'm saying? I did go to college for safety, man. I flunked one class, y'all. I can go back and retake the test. Oh, you already got that, Daddy. We told you a while back that you passed the course. All you got to do is go talk to the dude that give that retest and let him hear some of this shit. This the man that passed you on the first class. I passed you because you did everything right and you was a veteran at it. And I also passed you because I heard your CD, The Last Adam and Exodus, when you gave it to me, God. And I said, man, I couldn't believe that was you. Remember I said I couldn't believe that was you? I was really talking like a tarot card reader. I was just speaking in tongues to you, saying, I didn't even know that was you. But I could have elaborated on that and said, I didn't know that was God. But I did say, I didn't know that was God to you as your instructor, your safety man instructor. And you welcome to come on back and you don't have to take the test. I think we're going to give you that safety on these videos, and I think the school going to add a little something to your pockets, Adam. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want it or not, the school, Bradsport College, going to add some money to your bank account. You know what I'm saying? We love you, God. We love you, man. We love you. I let a lot of people hear your music since you left.
free, okay? And you don't limit yourself, so to say. Like, you don't just, because something seems abnormal or not plausible, you don't just automatically not believe in it, right? Um, because you know that sometimes not everything is what it seems, right? Or things can be deeper, or people can lie about stuff, right? And so this is one of the reasons why you have been able to tap into these abilities that you have, okay, or why you're so genius minded. Mm.
What you talking about, girl? What you thinking? What you
So
thinking?
for some of y'all, just so you know, you're meant to be a guardian of this earth realm,
Yeah, I
all right?
realize that.
And the goal is not to try to make everybody happy. The goal is to protect the earth,
That's the truth.
okay? Or
Yeah, yeah,
protect
yeah.
those who are helping to make the earth better in a genuine way, not
That's getting there already because we're gonna work off of people's thoughts. If you think of doing evil, the police gonna come get you in your mind. They gonna come get you because they gonna know you did it. If you think of it, you already did it, and we coming to get you. What you think of doing evil, or you think of doing bad to somebody, holding them down, keeping them down, what you think of doing to them, or paying somebody to do to them, gonna come back on you. And we not gonna kill you or take nothing from you, but you won't live long in heaven that way. You know what I'm saying? We'll equal heaven, and the children of God have already inherited the earth. So let the food, fuel, and clothes, and houses, and transportation all be given away free. This God.
in a manipulative, evil, demonic, messed up way. And it looks like for some of y'all, you refuse to accept or excuse toxic behaviors in individuals. And so for some of y'all, this individual could try to like coddle people or make people feel like the toxic or messed up behaviors that they engage in, that they're okay, that they're good. Um, it's almost like you really want to genuinely, truly be there for people, look out for people, help people, improve people's lives, things of that nature. But the way to do it is by telling people the truth, or by showing people their downfalls and how to overcome them, or by showing them where they're messed up, or by telling them, hey, you could do this different, or be this different, or hey, this is actually happening in reality, not just what you think. Like, you're very honest, okay? Almost, some would say to a fault. I don't think it's a fault, but some would say to a fault. So like, for instance, right, you're more concerned with being truthful, being honest, and being genuine and righteous and things of that nature. And you don't care if the next person doesn't want to deal with you because of it. You're not going to change your morals just to make somebody like you, or that's how you have become. Okay? This other individual or these other people or whatever, they will tell people what they want to hear, or they will try to coddle people's feelings or things of that nature, knowing dang on well that it's not beneficial for those people, just to make money. Okay? And so because they have been doing this for so long, and yet here you come, you genuinely care, or your genius product or thing that you made or whatever is really actually powerful and beneficial and works. This person is nervous about that, scared about that for some reason.
Because what they think coming back to them. And it ain't coming toward my children no more. Not no evil. Not none of that no more. Whatever it ain't for us ain't coming to us no more. That's God's word. That's a promise I made.
So this individual could be trying to find a way to
Adam made.
make people see what they're doing as more valuable as what you're doing, more valuable than what you're doing, or trying to make people see somehow or think that you're not someone to invest in or follow or deal with or something. They're gonna fail at what they're doing. They're wasting their time.
Cause it don't make no sense, man. What sense did it make for y'all to make up a whole story of God paying y'all to kill His Son? Now, why would y'all think God would give y'all inheritance? I'm not gonna lie and say that y'all thought y'all was gonna get paid by God for killing His Son. He was gonna pay y'all for killing His Son. God didn't assassinate His own Son. But then, why would you even think that any kind of God that was attached to God, the Godhead, what I'm saying, would send a son to be killed? Why would you even have that kind of thought that God would give a son up, a life up for the sins because people do wrong and stuff like that? I wouldn't even think about the wrong that y'all doing, and I gotta come up with something. I gotta pay for something, and I gotta give up my son's life for y'all to have ever. You can't have the everlasting life if you kill, steal, and destroy. That's the devil. You got kicked out and lost the headship of crown of God. You lost that crown. You don't have a Revelations 3:11 going to it and only reading 3:11. That's a crown that the devil's lost. You know what I'm saying? God's crown, the devil lost. Adam's name, the devil lost. This Jesus. My name, Christ, the devil lost. You know what I'm saying? Judging and accusing lost. The only way to get back in is to repent. That's to say, I'm sorry. That's to feel godly sorry for the things you did, said, and all that stuff against the children of God. To apologize is to repent. That's to truly repent, to feel godly sorry for, not to turn around and stop doing something. That's the lie y'all been telling that's got us in all this trouble anyway. Lying and saying it's somebody else. What they doing wrong is the sin. No, judging and accusing. You can't do nobody wrong without judging and accusing first.
Okay, because you're divine, all right? A lot of y'all are some kind of divine being of some sort, and you're living your divine mission, your divine purpose, okay? And the universe is not about to allow this ridiculousness to get in the way.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no bullshit. Had no marriages and stuff getting in the way of God's plan. No divorces and nobody mad because they divorced and shit. We ain't gonna go into all that. Ain't nobody gonna stop God's plan with no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't supposed to be married no way. Kingdom marriages. Man, shit, who gonna marry you for eternity while you sitting up here judging like a preacher? You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell some of them Christian women. You know what I'm saying? Christian women, I would marry a tarot card reader 100 times before I would marry a Christian woman.
I'm telling y'all, this individual, they're not going to be able to get away with this. And they're not going to be able to stop you. So they need to just do the right thing. That's what they need to do. They need to do the right thing, okay?
They need to do the right thing. Turn themselves in. Apologize.
It looks like for a lot of you all, you're going to be able to, if you were experiencing difficult or tough situations, or where you weren't able to really fulfill your divine mission to the best that you could, or you weren't able to help as many people as you wanted to, that's going to change. You're going to be able to help so many people, okay? You're going to move out of a very difficult and not so great situation. You're going to have all the money that you need to accomplish the goals that you have set. Okay?
Let me tell y'all something. This remind me of Noah. or Moses. Moses crossing the Red Sea, and Noah, you know what I'm saying, getting in the boat and it rained in 30 days, 40 days and 40 nights. You know what I'm saying? The only difference between Adam and Noah, or Adam and Moses, instead of Moses saying, Pharaoh let my people go, I'm saying Satan let my people go. And instead of me being like Noah, you know what I'm saying? Enoch being my grandson, you know what I'm saying? Talking to me, calling and talking to me. Enoch being my grandson. Now this time, this is Enoch's grandson, God, down from the time I was Enoch. I could go back and tell you the time Enoch was Enoch, the year Enoch was Enoch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I say, when Enoch called me and told me and I reigned 40 days, 40 nights, the only difference between that flood and now is I'm giving y'all time to apologize to Adam and Eve and honor your mother and fathers from now on. I said I came to turn the hearts of the fathers back to the children and the hearts of the children back to the fathers. Lest I uh, uh, give the earth a curse. You know, set the earth with a curse. But I ain't gonna do that. I want y'all to apologize, or you can do it when you're born again and you realize and grow up knowing who you used to be and realizing the mistakes you made through dreams and not doing them no more. Because everybody go from the age they was then to the age I am now at 57. Nah, everybody ain't gonna be my age. But I'm gonna get off this thing. I'm gonna come back, Rachel, and let you finish that later. But I gotta go get this gas before it get too late, and they make me walk all the way to the front to go in the store. I don't feel like walking that far. But I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Love y'all, man. It's God and it's love and it's the word and it's heaven and it's you loves. I love y'all. We love y'all too. This y'all.